Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome and welcome back to Dama Spiritual Guidance. It's your girl Dawn, and we got a message for you. Please say what resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's get into these timeless collective messages, okay? All right. What's the message, Holy Spirit? Spiritual warfare, okay? Um, spiritual warfare could be really heavy right now for you guys. You're overcoming a lot of spiritual attacks, right? A lot of good versus evil situations going on, okay? So we have sending evil eye hexing to someone intentionally, utilizing spell work, or sending negative energy to someone willingly, okay? So we have some sleep paralysis, jealousy, hate, negativity, depression, spiteful, negative events occurring consistently, energy drainage, vengeful, etc. Waking up to unexplained bruises, scratches, marks that was not inflicted by self or anyone else, right? Or in pain. So it's spiritual warfare, right? So, like for example, if you, let's say you was fighting in a dream state, and you sometimes people can see themselves like they can remember the fight that they were in or whatever the case may be. Some people may not, but they're waking up with pain or these bruises, and sometimes it's because um as above so below, right? So you find in the spirit those marks and everything, it can, in the pain, it can manifest in the physical. At the same time, principalities can also be around you, right? AKA demons and stuff like that. And they can be scratching you, pinching you, punching you. Okay. I have firsthand experience with that. So just to let you know, so you know, like, no, you're not crazy. Okay. It's just a supernatural realm type of thing here. Okay. So make sure you are on your protection measures. But I do want to add, just because you take certain protection measures, that doesn't always mean that you won't get or feel a spiritual hit. It'll lessen the blow, and in some cases, depending upon, so we're talking about the frequency and the intensity. If you are not all, if you're only getting, like, maybe let's say on the spectrum of mild, moderate to severe, there's people right now going through severe spiritual warfare, constant attack after attack after attack after attack, right? Daily, throughout the day, every day, right? That's going to make it a little bit harder to, I would kind of say, maneuver throughout your day versus somebody that, and not saying that somebody that is experiencing mild spiritual warfare, your spiritual routine has to be up. And see, and here's the thing, I know they don't want me to say this because what I was really going to say is being pulled. So just know that with the spiritual warfare, it is heavy right now. There's a lot of principalities that's on the prowl trying to take people down. There's a lot of principalities using people to send hexes and curses to slow you down, okay? But God is here, okay? God is here. You have people that was sending you the evil eye. Now flip the energies as you see fit. Take the, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You could have been the one sending some sort of, black magic here. Okay. Or you're experiencing, just a lot of heavy spiritual attacks. But your protection, there we go. Yeah. So when it comes to your protection, if you're on the severe end of the spectrum, it'll lessen the blow. Okay, it'll lessen the blow, and I'll say lessen the blow, and maybe will shield you from a couple attacks. It won't feel fully completely because of the intensity and the frequency and where your auric field is. Okay, but in a sense, it can be looked at as a little positive way because it'll let you know that somebody's trying to do something. When you don't know, you can't do anything about information you don't have. But when you do know, then you can take the necessary measures here. Okay. Somebody who's getting hit mildly can easily take that as a adversity, a regular adversity, when really somebody's, plotting on them doing something spiritually, right? And you take certain protection measures, they'll work all the way, right? So mild, when you're going through like a mild to moderate type of situation. So just to let you know, if you guys feel like, oh, I'm taking protection measures, but it doesn't feel like it's working, or it doesn't feel like my team, keep doing them. Keep doing them. That's what the darkness wants to do, try to trick you. Yeah, because there's a lot of abuse that's going on. Okay, you guys are experiencing at your jobs and your connections with people. And be mindful of how you're treating yourself, okay? Remember that you matter, okay? Try to be mindful of not making any impulsive decisions at this time, okay? Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, yesterday was a very horrible time. Okay, and let me be fully transparent, okay? Because I am a healer. All right, let's be real. Let's be for real. I am a healer. I am a healer who has been through a lot of shit and has overcame and overcoming a lot of shit. And it's no joke. It's no joke. And yesterday was a time where I was experiencing a spiritual attack, and because of the situation, I had every right to make the move that I was going to make. Okay, I'll say that. But the thing is that there were other factors involved that, yeah, I could have worked around those factors and made it another way. It would have been so much more harder, and things are already hard. So my spirit team was able to speak through someone. And that was so interesting because the same person that they was trying to speak through to me, because I was asking for guidance, the dark energy was also speaking through them as well. So I had to decipher. So for some of you guys, make sure you have sound counsel that the divine can speak through. Okay, that's one. Two, the darkness is heavy on the prowl. You are going to have to really like decipher, like because if a person has an entity attachment and they're not aware of entity attachments, or they're not aware of certain things, that entity attachment could be the one that's talking to you through that person, even if they don't know. So yes, at times you guys will have to decipher, okay, is this the entity talking to me, or is this the actual host? Okay, or this is what some of you guys have had to do already, that has already been doing it, or speculating it. Yeah, there's something that you don't have clarity on, okay, when it comes to the spiritual warfare. And it's almost like once you guys do have some sort of clarity, it's going to bring some sort of happiness and fulfillment here. Ooh, happy and fulfillment with some finances here, wealth, gratitude, abundance, survival. Okay, yeah. So it looks like you guys are going to be coming into something. If you haven't already, remember, this could be past, present, or future information for you. This is a timeless reading. You guys are coming out of the dark night of the soul if you haven't already, okay? You guys have been being very patient here and have been working within, being intentional, or more intentional, right? Yes. You guys are coming out of this pain and suffering, which is like really good. Okay, so let's see. Let me use this. Let's get some more storyline now with the tarot. What's the storyline, Holy Spirit? The Empress in reverse. Ooh, so you see the truth about Empress in reverse. And we don't do gender here in tarot. Like, there's no gender in tarot. Energy is fluid. We also take pronouns seriously over here. So if you don't like that, go find yourself another reader. But yeah, with the Empress in reverse, so somebody could have been like wearing a mask, and you're seeing like who someone truly is, or they're seeing you for who you truly are, okay? And there's an ending here, okay? You guys could also have been going through transformation, going through or have went through, you know, some sort of transformation, going through some heavy metamorphosis here. The Five of Pentacles just wanted to jump out, okay? So you're seeing something when it comes to your finances too, or like what's going on, what happened, or, you know, it doesn't have to be finances. It could just be, you know, why you may feel like you feel so out in the cold, okay? We have the Ace of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Okay. So King of Swords. Queen of Wands in reverse with the Three of Pentacles. Somebody's been plotting. Okay, somebody's been plotting. Is this King of Swords that's plotting? Yes. So this King of Swords, with the Ace of Wands here, you know what this is giving? Sex magic. And I really don't want to say that. I didn't want to say that. But it's the causation here to some sort of stagnancy, because something hasn't changed, or someone hasn't changed here when it comes to someone who is a King of Cups energy, very forthright, very loving, caring, giving, compassionate, empathetic, right? Nice, kind, nurturing, all those things, and leader. Well, it's like that's this energy. Somebody did some sex magic, it caused the betrayal, that caused the ending of something. Okay, so somebody got left out in the cold. Okay, or somebody you know, they did something here where it caused a betrayal. Somebody got left out in the cold here. Somebody wasn't who they said they were. Knight of Swords here. Okay, so somebody wants to come make a move forward here. They you know, or you're gonna have some movement forward here. Somebody doesn't want to juggle. Seven of Swords in reverse. No, they want to come out and tell the truth. Okay. They don't want to be out of your life. Whoever this is, whoever that you have this ending with, this betrayal with, they don't want to be out of your life, or this is you. You don't want to be out of somebody's life, but this is somebody who caused some sort of stagnancy. It's like you didn't have any movement forward with whoever this is, a coworker, a friend, a family member. This is someone who has not gone through a transformation, or they didn't at the time that you were in connection with them, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, look, Two of Cups. And Two of Cups don't have to just mean like romantic love, platonic too. Okay, so there was a third party situation here. I'm just automatically seeing that with the King of Swords here and the Two of Cups. A third party situation was involved. Yikes. And Two of Cups in reverse just failed. So it with this third party situation, it caused a split, a separation. Okay, so like, even if this was a family member, this caused you to move out, or this caused you to not talk for a long time, you know, or to a friend, whatever the case may be. Okay, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Was Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So because of this connection not being brought together or something like that, or because of what somebody has done behind the scenes here that caused, you know, you to be out in the cold. So it also, so something that caused you to also be out in the cold caused them to be out in the cold, but maybe at separate times. Okay, and someone wants to get out of the cold with you, but we don't want to go back to someone or a job or any fashion where you couldn't have any growth, right? And then these lies have to come out. I mean, the Seven of Swords is in reverse, and I mean, then we have the Ten of Swords here. So there's some sort of like a lie about a betrayal coming out. if it hasn't already, okay? For whatever season you guys in while you're watching this. And that's where this happiness and fulfillment with finances is going to come out, if it again hasn't already, which is going to take you out of a dark night of the soul, okay, where there's been a lot of pain, suffering, grief, crisis, or circumstances that has been extremely, grueling, painful for some of you. Okay, King of Wands in reverse. So somebody could have played around with something or someone. And with the Ten of Cups being in reverse, it's almost like this messed up a family dynamic. Okay, in one way, shape, or form. A family dynamic in a career sense, love sense, friends sense, blood sense, whatever, soul sense, whatever. Okay, apply the concept to your life. Don't apply what don't fly. Okay, so, but you see things now, or you're going to be seeing things. Okay, like once you receive more clarity, because there's something, it's like, let's say you ordered a pizza. There's one slice missing from that pizza to make it a full whole. It's like you need that one slice, right? You need that one puzzle piece to complete the puzzle. Okay, when it comes to some sort of jokester or something like that, it's a player. It's a player energy, because now I'm seeing the Knight of Wands in reverse. These are player energies. Okay, but we still have this King of Swords energy out here. So maybe this energy isn't so apparent because of their stature or how they present themselves. Maybe they are smart, but maybe what you don't know is that behind the scenes they use their smartness or genius, in a cunning way. Okay, or this is what somebody did that you already found out about. Okay, but for some of you guys, you don't have this clarity, or if you found out about this energy, there's something you haven't found out that's going to give you more clarity about a situation that's dealing with your finances. Okay, or something, because currency is more than just finances. Something dealing with your time, your efforts, your energy, or a combination of all the above. Right? Why things have been so stuck, still, and stagnant. What's been going on with your growth in whatever area of your life. Okay. All right. Left hanging. Yeah. So somebody don't want you to know, because this came out in reverse, that they feel left hanging. Okay. This is a hater. This is in reverse. This is a hater. They hating because they feel like you left them hanging. Okay. And remember, even if this was true when they did this in some cases to you, right? Left you feeling hanging. It's more so of kind of like, somebody didn't have the same response here. Not that it made it okay. Look at that trash energy. Yeah. And somebody was hiding this about themselves, but you see the truth now. Okay. We might use this deck in the next video. We'll see. Ooh, I pulled up toxicity. Well, thank you all for your love and support here. To truly appreciate it. Be mindful of this energy, because remember, you want your happiness and fulfillment, and this energy already tried to tamper with it once. So you make your own decisions. Peace.